My name is Michael, and I want to tell you about an experience I had that changed my life. One day, being new to Los Angeles, I decided to take a walk on Hollywood Boulevard. This would turn out to be the first of many walks I would take on these streets. I walked in the trail of the Hollywood stars embedded into the sidewalk, wanting to be alone with my thoughts. As I walked, I began noticing the faces of the people of the streets. At that time, Hollywood was inhabited by countless young teenage runaways and homeless people living in abandoned buildings, and whatever squat they could find. My pace slowed as I stopped to talk with some of the people I met there. As I continued to walk, story after story began to bleed into my heart, until the long walk home left me speechless and in tears. I knew something had to be done, but who was I to try? I was only one person. The work was slow in starting. We met in a building we were able to use one night a week for free. Just south of Hollywood Boulevard, on Cherokee, we opened a coffee house type of atmosphere where the people of the streets could come in and get a hot cup of coffee, a snack, and someone to listen to them. As time went on, and as we got to know the needs of the people we met with and came to care for, we realized their needs were great. We began to ask everyone and anyone we knew to bring their old clothes that they weren't using anymore, and donate them to the project. Everything from prom dresses to slightly used underwear started coming in. And the people from the streets also started coming in. We started to notice the results of living out in the cold, how it took its toll on their bodies as well as on their souls. And we're able to get volunteer nurses to come and bandage their wounds. Everything from maggots and open sores to knife wounds came to our door, and we turned no one away. So many stories and memories of the people we have met. I have shared the heart of the ministry with my wife, Barbara Vasquez, library chair at LA City College. She is known as the saint of the streets by the people of the project, and rightfully so. She has been my source of strength and inspiration all these years, and we have worked hand in hand and side by side through it all. For 25 years now, Children of the Shepherd has been reaching out to the poor, the homeless, and the helpless people of Hollywood. From hot meals in the tens of thousands to bags of groceries for families trying to make it day by day, the all-volunteer army who make up Children of the Shepherd have tirelessly worked to feed the ones most hungry and needing assistance. Through the clothing pantry, people walk in with their old rags and leave dressed and their heads and hearts lifted. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, all the little things that we take for granted are received gratefully, as well as the simple staples of life, like diapers for the babies, or a warm blanket for a cold night out on the streets. In that time, so many success stories can be told, but also some heartbreak of some not making it. Oh, but the victories. What can you say about the addict or the alcoholic who has struggled with their addiction for so many years they don't even remember what sobriety is like, only to be able to walk away from their drugs and alcohol and, with the support of a caring community, which is Children of the Shepherd, be able to say, I am clean. Or what about the young person living in a neighborhood where 4 different gangs converge, and all they want is to live a normal life away from the life of the streets? How wonderful to be able to give them hope and a new way of living. Or the single mother, just trying to feed her babies and finding food, milk, love, and care. Why do we do it? I think the greater question is, how could we not do it? How can we see the poor, the hungry, the homeless, and the imprisoned and do nothing? It was Jesus who said, I was hungry, and you fed me. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was naked and ashamed, and you clothed me. I was sick and imprisoned, and you visited me. And they shall say, When, Lord, did we see you hungry, thirsty, sick, or naked, or imprisoned, and we came to you? And he shall say, When you have done it to the very least of these, you have done it unto me. How can we turn our back on those God loves? On people like you.